Howdy folks, Kerbo here, back on Ravenport. Today, mowing some grass. I've already mowed around this field. I'm going to go mow around the animal area somewhat. And one thing I've noticed on Farm Sim 19, first of all, the grass is huge. It looks like corn rather than grass, but if you've driven over the grass, it doesn't mow it, which is kind of cool. Kind of like that. If the grass is pressed down, I guess it wouldn't necessarily mow. So that's why it looks a little spotty where I've driven over the grass. Now we've got this Kuhn 4411 here, sized about right for our John Deere 6M. And we're going to get some mowing done, I think. I finally have a shuttle control again. You notice a little F down there by the miles per hour. I actually added that to the development version of the keyboard steer mod by Mowgli. He makes some really good mods. I used his keyboard steer mod in 17. I played with the keyboard quite a bit. But he has a working shuttle control in the dev version. Although the dev version's a little buggy. Some of the stuff's broken. Doesn't always save settings between vehicles or play sessions. But once I get it set up, the shuttle works just fine while I'm in the tractor. So I've actually got that bound. A couple buttons on my shifter. So I can put my shifter in third gear, which is forward. Or I can put it in fourth gear, which is reverse. And it works a treat. I want to follow this around one more time, and we'll go mow around the animals. Starting to get a little steep up here. So having a working shuttle control is fantastic. No more braking and going backwards. That was a little odd, to say the least. Alright, bring that up, turn it off. So we'll go mow around the animal area. We've got grass over here. And I think also the keyboard steer mod kills a lot of the engine brake effect. So if you're playing with pedals, that's kind of nice. You actually have to push the brake to stop. So that's a great little addition to the gameplay. A little bit of that bush there. You can't mow the bushes. Let's go just on this side of the tree. We got some weird land shapes around here because of the terraforming. We'll get what we can. I was doing some thinking, I was thinking about getting sheep first, but I think we may go for horses first. So we need to get, we've got plenty of straw. We need to get some, I think, hay and grass. Or at least hay. And that way we can check out the horses, which are new for this version. And I hear that they're fairly lucrative. Get them trained up, I think they're worth a lot of money. So that could be fun. I'm going to get a lot of grass there because I drove over most of that grass. It's going to be a really weird section right here. Let's see if we can climb this. Come on, JD. Get her done. There we go. Listen to that wheel growl. I don't think there's much force feedback going on, but it does seem like there's a little bit of difference between vehicles. So, of course, the other thing we need to do is get that field planted with some grass. Always something to do here on the farm. And I've got a tether up at the store. Get brought down. But I probably ought to go check the menu on the horses. I don't remember if they need hay and grass or just hay. I think they just need hay and oats. I don't think there's any grass involved with the horses. Get this little section here mowed, then we'll take a look. Mower goes for a wild ride on that little chunk there. Back up the hill. Spin that wheel like crazy. There we go. Let's turn that off just a minute. And let's go look in the store. Or actually, I think it's over here in the help. Here we are. Horses. Horses are trained, sold. You can own up to 16. Doesn't say... Oh, food. Hay and oat. Alright, so we need hay. I don't think we have oats. No, we don't have any oats. So we'll need to plant oats somewhere. Get some hay put up, and then we'll be ready to get some horses. Excellent. I know there's no soil compaction. It just... I don't want to drive across the field, even though I technically can. That back behind us. We can sneak through here real quick. Driving the edge of the field over here. Quite a bit of grass right in here that I've not driven over. Get some of this. Junk. What's this? Oh, that was okay. I thought that was lowered. That was raised. All right, free grass. Be turned into hay. Somewhere over here should have just a normal grass field. Get any grass off of this? That okay, so the field hasn't grown, but the wild grass has. That's kind of odd. Well, we'll mow around this field, I guess. We're going to smash a little bit of this. I don't know if that matters on the first stage grass. I think we'll be okay since that's first stage. I didn't have a big enough tractor to get the mower that sits out front. So we're just going to farm with this the 6M for now. I think this is plenty. Just can't get the big mower set up. It's fine. We'll use this setup. To drive in the dirt a little bit here. See if we can get some of this top grass here. Drive on the steep part. We're not going to really mow anyway. Well, I guess we could have mowed right in here. We'll figure out a pattern that works once we have all of this planted as grass in the growth stage. Get a good harvest done on it. Alright, we'll come back down there. Not drive over all that nice grass. I'm having to reset the TrackIR. Don't know why. I've used this TrackIR a lot in X-Plane, and it just works. Never have to mess with it. But for some reason, it seems like in Truck Sim and Farm Sim, it likes to drift. So this is what I should have done. We get a little bit of grass. You can see there it's giving us a little bit of grass. But for the most part, we smashed it down with the tires. And we're driving on the dirt. Oh well. No soil compaction mod yet. Oh, big bump. I forgot that was there. Alright, looking good. Let's get a nice screenshot here. What I do for screenshots until we get a HUD hider mode is I have the dev tools enabled, so I can come over here to the console. GS toggle flight in no HUD mode. That's on. Then you push O, gets rid of the HUD. Pop out of the tractor. Get us a couple nice little thumbnail shots. Except it doesn't hide my F. Oops. I have to figure out how to make that work. I can edit out the F pretty easy. Back in the tractor. Oops, hit O, turn the HUD back on, and then turn that off. And just ignore the errors in the base game. I always like to make my thumbnails from the gameplay. Either take them from the video or do that right there, what I just did. I never liked fake thumbnails or staged. That's just my personal preference. So we got a little more grass over here. Let's get that down. So once we get this all plowed, fertilized, all that good stuff, we should have a pretty good grass harvest. I think eventually what I'll do is plow like everywhere here that I want to mow. That way we can fertilize all that. Getting a little wild here with the mowing. Let's come back around. But I think all I have right now is that subsoiler. I don't remember. Or no, I did buy the plow, I think. I was doing some testing on this map before I did the series. I don't remember if I had the plow then or if I have the plow now in my inventory. The subsoiler is good for cultivating and clearing the needs plowed state, but you can't create fields with it. Actual plow for that. Yeah, I've got the plow because I was joining those fields over there where the sugar beets are. Hard to keep everything straight between all the testing I've done and my Twitch farm and this farm. Turn that off. All right, we need to go get Tedder. So let me drop the mower over here. We'll kind of sneak through here by the restaurant. Get on the road. There's no official road here. Stick the mower right back in here. Make our own road. And the store is right up here. Right in there, head of that guy. And here's our tedder. Now I also need a rake. I don't think I bought a rake yet. Ears are a little glitchy in 19. Yeah. Go do some tedding. Hopefully they'll patch a lot of this stuff. I think they will. It's just going to take time. It's playable. There's just a lot of annoying little bugs in it still. Whoa! People that don't look where they're going like me. Also, the graphics are all washed out. I found a nice reshade that I liked. I actually had that on for a stream. Problem is, if you use reshade, then FarmSim pops up a little notice every half hour telling you to go buy the full version of the game. I guess because you've added a DLL to the directory or something. Hooked into the game. So the graphics look nice, look way nicer, but every half hour you get a stupid pop-up, so I've turned that back off. If anybody knows of a way to make the graphics not look so washed out, that would be great. Not get a pop-up. Alright, let's get you unfolded. Make some hay. Get a feel for how wide this is. So technically I don't need to rake it, I can just pick it up with the wagon, but it'll go a lot quicker, I think, if I rake it, then pick it up. Growing grass everywhere. Kind of missed that stuff where it bounced. Even more grass over here I can get. Oh, wait. What's going on here? Why are you not tedding? Did it stop tedding? Wait, what? What am I doing wrong here? I'm confused. Let's hop outside. Why is that not tedding? Oh, it was riding... Okay. Guess you couldn't see from that angle. It was riding up here on this little bit of hill, which made it a little too high to actually TED. Wow. It doesn't flex, I guess, with the land? I thought it used to do that in 17. That's what's going on. It's not flexing. Not following the contour of the land at all. So we've got a little bit of an angle here. If I lower that, yeah, it just stays rigid. Didn't those flex in 17? We've gone backwards here? I feel like we've gone backwards. Alright. Get in the right gear. I guess we'll have to come over like this. Well, that's going to be a giant pain if the tools don't flex over the land. At least this one doesn't. Yeah, it's just staying rigid. It's not getting any of that stuff. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah, it's correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't that work in 17 where it would flex and not be a straight, rigid piece of machinery? Some days you just want to go back to 17. We'll persevere. That's going to be a real pain, especially if we start getting some realistic maps. Actual, like, undulations in the terrain. So I probably missed a lot along here then. Add your birds. Yeah, it's missing all that grass, because if any little bit of it touches, it raises the whole thing up. Wow. Maybe we can get this hillside because it's all flat. Getting most of that. Alright, well I'm going to have to look into that. Maybe there's a mod version of Tedder that actually works. Yeah, just skipping so much. That ain't gonna work. Well, we're over 20 minutes, so I think I'll call this episode here. I'm gonna have to go do some research, find a Tedder that actually works, because this does not flex at all. So, catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.